In this video, I'm going to show you how I plan to make my first Clickbank sale ever on Instagram Threads within 2 weeks, right? Starting tomorrow, basically by the end of March. Now, I should point out, this is not my first time generating sales on Clickbank, right? But it would, however, be my first time generating sales using Threads, which is like the new text-based app off of Instagram, right? It's like Instagram's little brother or little sister, however you want to look at it, right? And it is appealing to a lot of people because it is one of those social media platforms that does not require you to create videos, okay? Which is, I know it's a hurdle, or it's an obstacle for a lot of people. A lot of people do want to make money online, or they do want to start some kind of online business, but they have no interest whatsoever of getting on camera, putting either their faces or voices on camera. So Instagram Threads is one of those social media platforms that provides that outlet for individuals wanting to start some kind of online business, right? And we're going to be doing this with, it's affiliate marketing, right? And for those who are not familiar, Clickbank is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, platform for selling digital products, right? On the internet, right? Where affiliates, right? People can come to the Clickbank marketplace and look up a bunch of different products that they want to promote, right, in various different niches, right, and generate sales that way. Okay, so I've been using Clickbank for years now, right, like probably over, I don't know, probably over a decade now, I would imagine, but I've never generated any sales using Instagram Threads, right? In fact, I haven't generated any sales using Instagram Threads, period, right? Yesterday I created a video showing my, the Instagram Threads profile that I have for, the brand I Am Christian M, right? Now, in today's video, I'm basically showing you how I'm going to be doing this with another Instagram Threads account that I have, which essentially would be a brand new. At the time of this recording, I only have 15 followers on that particular Threads account, all right, that I'm going to be using to promote this particular Clickbank product. And that is without having posted anything on Threads on that account just yet. And how is that? That is because with, I think, the way Threads is set up, if you already have followers on Instagram, right? Once you open up a Threads account, and if the people who are following you on Instagram who also open up a Threads account, I think they will automatically be put as followers of yours, right? So with that particular Threads account, the Instagram account attached to it already has, I want to say, about 100 followers on Instagram, right? With just a few posts. And that's how I already have 15 followers on Instagram, on Threads, right, with that particular account. And so I'm going to be looking, right, to, create posts on a daily basis, right? The goal, this is like, I don't know what the bar is going to look like here in terms of like whether it's a high or a low bar to clear, but I'm going to do it for 14 days, at least starting out. I'm going to show you everything that's going on for the first 14 days. Obviously, I'm going to progress beyond that, especially if things are, especially if things actually turn out successful. Like if it looks like a viable venture that's actually gonna, help generate sales, then of course I'm gonna continue beyond just the 14 days, right? So today's the 17th of March, so starting tomorrow is when I'm going to be posting on that particular Threads account, starting tomorrow for the first time. I'm not going to reveal that particular account. I showed you the one that I shared in my video from yesterday. That is the I Am Christian M Threads account. For this particular one, I'm keeping this one private, only because mainly because, for one, it's a faceless account, right? It's a faceless account, and this is something like I haven't seen a lot of people talking about using Threads to promote Clickbank products, right? Clickbank products, they're mostly digital products, so that's definitely something that I talk about a lot on this channel, right? Selling digital products. But if you would like to do something similar, right, in essence, right, promote digital products using Instagram threads, I would highly encourage you to check out the first link in the description below this video. This, by the way, is the Clickbank account that I'm going to be using. As you can see, there are no sales on this account, right? As far as like the analytics and hops go and all that type of stuff, there should be nothing on there as well. I don't know if I'm going to do it on a daily basis or maybe every other day basis, but I will, if I have any kind of activity, for sure I will be providing those updates regularly between now and the end of March. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, what I was trying to say earlier is check out the first link in the description below this video. It will give you access to the same course that I purchased myself to learn, to speed up my, process, with the learning curve on, using Instagram threads. Okay. So if you click that first link in the description below this video, it will take you to a page that looks like this one, right? The name of the course for threads is called Threads to Millions, and it was created by Alexis over here. She has had a tremendous success on Instagram threads, right? She did really well and then ended up creating a course for it, and as she says, Instagram threads has completely transformed her life, right, in terms of success with selling digital products and stuff like that. If you want to check out her profile, this is it right here, her Instagram threads profile. This is it. And she currently has 15.1 thousand followers on Instagram threads, right? So she definitely at least is clearly shown to know what she's doing. And like I mentioned, especially, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, it's one of two things, right? There are people who value money over time, or people who value time over money when it comes to learning how to when it comes to learning anything new, right? And this is basically going to be people who prefer to spend money on a course and save themselves time. These are people who value their time more, so they're more inclined to spend money on purchasing a course when it makes sense. I'm in that camp, right? So I decided to purchase a course so as to, avoid all the common mistakes maybe people might make, and, like skip the long trial and error phase that a lot of people would typically go through, right, when trying to learn something new on their own, right? So and then on the flip side, you're going to have those people that value their money over the time, so they would rather save the money and spend time themselves, like I said, doing trial and error and trying to figure things out on their own, and watching a bunch of videos on YouTube maybe, right, trying to figure out the best strategies to go, when it comes to promoting products or promoting stuff or growing on threads. Okay. So if you want to go ahead and use the same, essentially get access to the same training that I'm going to be using, that I have already accessed myself by purchasing the product myself, then I would highly encourage you to check out that first link in the description below this video. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and show you, just for sake of proof, I'll show you my Threads account that I'm going to be using for this particular quick 14-day case study, right? And like how far we're going to grow, I have no idea. But here is the account right here. Okay. So this is the account. Obviously I have some stuff blurred out, but I just want you to see my follower account. Okay, so as you can see right here, I currently have 15 followers, as I mentioned, and you can see as well there are no threads, right? I have no threads posted just yet, no posts or anything like that. As far as like the frequency of what I'm going to be posting, or how frequent I'm going to be, like I've mentioned, I'm going to start tomorrow, right? I'm going to start tomorrow. And this is the sort of thing that, if it works out and it's doing really well, like I may look to create a course of my own, right? Showing exactly how I specifically went about with a process that is tailored specifically to promoting Clickbank products for them in general, right? So in this case, as far as what I'm going to be doing, right, like it's going to be pretty simple, right? So you can see here, let me go back to, I should probably go back to my, let me go ahead and pull up my other, my actual Threads profile. Okay, so let me just give me 1 second. Let me pause the video real quick so you don't have to see me go through all that. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled it up. This is my I am Christian M Threads account, right? I'm using this to show you as an example, basically to show you the basic framework of what I'm going to be doing with my other Threads account, like promoting the Clickbank product, right? Promoting the Clickbank product that I am going to be promoting it. For those of you who have been following, and if you watch my previous videos, you will be aware of the particular Clickbank product that I'm looking to promote starting out, because I had started a series back, like I was going to do like some kind of experiment promoting that same Clickbank product on several different social media platforms. I never really got around to getting started with that in full gear, right? So I'm doing this is kind of like a subset of that entire thing, right? I'm just going to be focusing on on Threads right now, of course, as well as Instagram, right? I'm actually going to kick off the Instagram stuff tomorrow as well, but I'll create another video separately for that, like showing how I am promoting on Instagram, right? The same product, right? And of course, there's going to be tracking and all that stuff involved. So I will be able to share, like if I do generate any sales, I will be able to share specifically whether the sales came from Instagram versus Threads. But what I'm sharing now is mainly about using Threads, okay? And for the most part, of course, I'm just going to give you a basic framework of how simple this is going to be, right? Using the strategies that I learned inside the Threads to Millions, inside the Threads to Millions course that I purchased, okay? But for the purposes of what I'll be doing here, like this is like I mentioned, this is my main account, right? Which I'm also going to be growing. If you watch yesterday's video, you'll see that I'll be looking to grow this particular Threads account as well. But I'm using this as a framework to show you what I'll be doing on the other one, right? Like the one that I'm going to be using to promote the Clickbank product. So I'll have the page that looks like this, right? I'm going to have, with a little description of everything that it's all about, right? Then here I will have where you see here like 68 followers, right? I showed you my other page that only has 58 followers. I'm going to have my domain here, like the domain right here, that is going to be a landing page that I've created using a page builder called Leadpages. Okay, so if you want to check, I'll have a link in the description below this video as well if you want to go get a 14-day free trial of Leadpages. But this is essentially what it looks like, all right? And the nature of the page is just going to be one in which I create using Leadpages. I'll create the landing page such that when people come to my Threads account, right? When people come to my Threads account, once they land on the page, if they see this link in my bio right here, they click on that page, it will take them to the landing page that I've created on using Leadpages, okay? And on that landing page, right? On that landing page, I will have, some text, right? And a link linking to the particular Clickbank product that I'm going to be promoting, okay? And when people click on that, they'll be taken to the sales page of that particular product. And then if it's something that is of interest to them and they want to purchase, they make a purchase, then great, okay? I usually start out my campaigns like this one testing out something new just to know whether or not this is whether it's something that I can even use to generate a sale, like if it's generating any sales. If it does start generating sales, at that point now I'll know that, okay, I've got something that converts, and then I will go through the trouble of building out a landing page, a lead capture page, right? Where I'm actually collecting emails, right? Collecting emails and then following up in the emails with more valuable information, and then promoting that particular product, right? I'll probably create like a, like a 7 to 14 day sequence at the very minimum, right? At least 7 days, right? Where people have followed up every single, where people receive an email from me automatically and that's with an autoresponder, right? The one that I like to use is one called Aweber. Okay, if you want to check that out, if you want to use that, I'll probably try to have a link in the description for that as well. Okay, and that's essentially the process. So that's just the basic framework, basic setup with that. Okay, now this is where the content piece comes into play, right? So every single day, right, starting tomorrow, right, for the next 14 days before the end of March, I'm going to be putting up different bits and pieces of content that are related to the niche, right? Related to the product that I'm going to be promoting, okay? That I'm going to be promoting on my other Threads account, right? The one that only has 15 followers at the time of this recording. And like I mentioned, over the next few days, right, as I start, I will share like how many posts I made and what kind of results I'm getting and engaging. Of course, all what I'll be doing will be following the methods and strategies that are taught inside this Threads to Millions course created by Alexis here. Okay. Right now, at the time of this recording, like I mentioned, it's $67, right? It used to be cheap. It used to be, when I purchased it, it was $47, right? And over time, with the more, so she keeps on adding stuff, right? And obviously, the more the value goes up, the more she may decide to charge, right? And it does come with a community, right, on School, where you can join other members as well who have purchased this course and who are either promoting the course or promoting other products or doing whatever they're doing using Threads to grow their online business. Okay, and the great thing about that is you can communicate with other people right inside the group who are obviously trying to do the same type of thing that you are doing, right? Using Threads to to grow their following on Threads and use the platform to generate digital product sales, right? Some people create their own products, right? Just so they can get the full purchase price, right? Pocket the entire purchase price, right? Some people decide to promote other people's products, like what I'm doing right now, right? So with this particular Clickbank product, of course, it's not my product, right? I'm promoting somebody else's product as an affiliate, right? And if I generate any sales, I will be paid a commission, okay? And the more sales I generate, the more commissions I can make, right? Like, so it's pretty much that simple. Now, this is going to be a lower ticket product, right? I believe the price is definitely less than $50, right? For the particular product that I'm promoting. I will say, with these type of products, the lower the price, right? Obviously, the more likely people might be to make impulse buys and all that type stuff. But if you are interested in knowing specifically what niche I'm in or what product I'm going to be promoting and all that type stuff using Threads, you can feel free to go check out. I've mentioned it in one of my previous videos on in relation to Clickbank. Just look up my online, my Clickbank videos. Basically the one where I was gonna do like a 28-day case study, which I fell short on that. I wasn't able to get around to actually get that going. Okay. So this is essentially next 14 days is just basically going to be like my attempt to kick that back into gear. Okay. So in that video, and those videos where I'm talking about going through the journey of 28 days on Clickbank, if you're really interested in knowing exactly what product I am going to be promoting, go check out those videos, right? I'm not saying it now because I'm not necessarily interested in sharing exactly exactly what product, what I'm doing, because it's gonna make it so easy with all the information I've already given you right now. It's gonna be so easy to find my Threads account that I'm gonna be using for these next 14 days. So for anyone that's really interested or cares enough, you'll be able to see the kind of stuff that I'm posting. So but that's that, right? But it's not like, obviously if I start getting results, the reason I'm hesitant to share it, and I know this from previous experience dealing with stuff on Clickbank and the way people operate, the reason I'm hesitant to share it is because if I do start getting some decent results, guess what? A ton of people will just literally come and just literally copy word for word exactly what I'm doing. And when that happens, nobody really gains from that, right? So it is going to be one of those things. I haven't done this before, right? I haven't done this before, so I don't know what kind of results to expect, right? Like what kind of results I'm going to get, right? So I've never done this particular style with Threads in particular, so that's going to be interesting to say. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I can put it that way, right? But what I am doing, as opposed to coming out here like what a lot of people do when it comes to like Clickbank, so I'm not going to come out here and show, create a video telling you how to do this and all that type of stuff when I haven't actually done it myself, which is why I'm sharing it the way I'm doing it. It's sort of more in the way of kind of like a case study or building in public type stuff, and sharing what I'm doing, how I plan to do it, and then show the progress, show the results in the process as I go. Okay, this is going to be quick, right? Like, so if you're really interested, make sure you subscribe, right? So you can you'll get regular updates. I'm doing this for the next 14 days. I'm committed to it. So starting tomorrow, right? Starting tomorrow, I think tomorrow from the 18th to the 31st is going to be exactly 14 days, right? So in 2 weeks, we're going to look to see if we can at least generate one sale, right? Whether it's going to be worthwhile, I don't know. We'll see over time. And again, the way these platforms work, it takes time and a snowball effect. So we'll see how it all turns out. All right. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I will be sure to answer. And if you like to get started learning how to grow on Threads and generate sales, make money using Threads, I would highly encourage you to check out Threads to Millions, which was created by Alexis, that I'm following. I purchased it myself, and I'll have a link in the description below. It'll be the first link in the description below this video. Check it out and get started. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next one. Ciao.